Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Aloe here, and today we are here with a story time for you guys. I decided today to give you guys a story time because I think it's been a month since I last gave you guys a story time, and who do I think I am? Like, I need to be giving you guys these story times like this. So, you know, get your tea, get your juice or whatever, and get ready because we're gonna get into it. Train taken, soon as my nigga off probation. So today I want to bring you guys a story time about the time my parents shipped me to Africa because they thought I wasn't a virgin no more. So to save me, in their words, save me, they shipped me to Africa, and unfortunately it was a punishment that turned out to be the best time of my childhood. So, you know, let's get into it. Don't want to, you know, talk too much before I get into the story. Like, I want to get straight into the story. And yeah, so basically this was a time in year 9. I did year 9 in South London, Rickard's Lodge Girls School. If you know about that school, bloop bloop, don't forget to comment below so you know. But yeah, so I went to Rickard's Lodge, which was in Wimbledon, and basically, I'm not gonna lie, I've always been the type of child that I've always been the type of character where I don't really get along with a lot of females. Well, I get along with females now, but when I was younger, I always found myself in predicaments with females. And whenever I was at girls' school, you know, I was a tomboy, so everything was just like, ugh. And girls were so heightened at that stage. So I was always getting into fights, always, you know, that girl that's in trouble. I wasn't in trouble, I won't say I was in trouble, but I was like class clown. Like, you know, the one that always puts in their 2 pence and you get in trouble. Like, if somebody else is meant to be the one that's getting in trouble, you're the one that's always taken because you always put your 2 pence in. So basically what happened is, I remember I was in year 9 and I really liked a boy. Let's call this boy Teddy. This boy is called Teddy, and I remember I fully liked him, but I'm not gonna lie, see, my parents, they're dramatic. Like, I come from a strict African background, in fact a strict African Muslim background, so I've always been that complete opposite child type of thing. And my parents are like proper strict. Like, if you know my mum and dad, you know, like in school, my mum, she was picking me up all the way till, like, she would still run up on me in year 11 just to pick me up to see what I'm doing. So they were strict. So to them, liking was like the biggest thing possible. Like, liking to them was close to just basically having sex, whereas to me, liking was just like, oh, it's my feelings are activated. Like, oh, I like a boy. For the first time I actually like a boy. Wow, I like a boy. And then you tell your friends, like, yeah, I like that boy. And the boy I happened to like, Teddy, was going to like a boys' school, which was like, you know how there's always a girls' school and boys' school within the same area, so we kind of like, you know, after school, you know, the link ups and all of that. So it was basically one of those, but I was never linking up because, again, I finished school at 3. I had to be at home for 3:30. So from when we finished at 3, I'm running down those hills all the way to my mum and dad's house because there was no bus, Abby. You think I had Oyster? My mum and my dad mocked it for me. Like, they wanted us to walk in and get that good exercise. So cool, I remember I liked him. I started telling all my friends, and then somehow the word got over to my mum that, you know, their daughter liked a boy that was in the opposite school. And around that time frame, I was getting loads of detentions, which my mum happened to think that I was lying and in fact going to see this boy. But again, as I started off the story, I looked like a tomboy in high school. Like, in year 9, I had nothing, no arch, hip, waist, cheek, boob, nothing. Like, I was just there, like, bread, loaf. So obviously I knew that no boy was actually gonna like me in school. Like, it wasn't, not like I knew, but it was one of those things, like, I was a tomboy, so them boys saw me as one of the mandem because I was already, like, from my school known to be a tomboy type of thing. So to them it was like, oh, that girl, Aloe, or that girl, because at school I was only known for having strict parents and getting, like, being a class clown or getting in trouble. So that was it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So okay, cool, that is what happened. So the story gets over to my mum and dad, and then obviously they asked me, do you like this boy? And obviously, me being me and knowing that my parents are proper strict and all of that,
I don't like him. I don't even know what liking is.
Me, I go to school, I see shim, I don't see shim, I see shim. So I said this to them, and obviously I didn't know. This is the deepest thing here. Now looking back here, I didn't deep how serious it was to them, whereas to me it was a minor. Like, I liked him, but it wasn't that. And this is the thing, at the age of 14, 15, I'm not gonna lie, I was never that type of child to be acting on my feelings. For me, at the age of 14, 15, I was trying to sell donuts and make a little 1-2 piece of change to buy ice cream after school, go by myself and just do it back. I wasn't really trying to do all of that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I knew I liked him, but the boy was even in a relationship, to be honest, now that I even think about it. And I think the boy found out at one time and he was like, nah, that can never go up with her, she looks like a boy. Like, no, because obviously my hair was kind of short as well. So yeah, like, I was not that girl. Like, let's just say in high school, I was not. For me to start looking nice, I think it was like the end of year 11, but year 9, there was no hope, like nothing. Like, you see Slay here, even 1% of this Slay was not there. Let me tell you that. So obviously now, the boy was like, I don't like that girl, she's like a boy, and I used to be like, oh, like, that's not gonna happen, innit? So that was already a done deal. Little did I know that my mum and dad were actually planning to send me away. But this is, let me tell you guys how the story of shipping me comes about. So obviously they're already worried I like a boy at school, and obviously I'm already having fights at school and that. So I come back home one time and they were like to me, oh, Olivia, we're gonna take you on holiday to America. And I was thinking, like, any child, in fact it was Disneyland Florida. I even remember they were like, Disneyland Florida, yeah, they told me Disneyland Florida. I'm not gonna lie, man was mad gullible. Like, when I was young, like, a whole me, taking just me, there was 5 of us, you know, Disneyland Florida, what about the rest? I'm so dumb. Like, there's 5 of, I've got 5 siblings, yeah, I mean there's 5 of us all together. But now that I look back, why did I think my mom was only taking me to Disneyland Florida? Like, what type of behavior had I been given for me to deserve Disneyland Florida? Like, so obviously they're telling me they're taking me to Disneyland Florida. Obviously I'm feeling like the girl, I'm feeling like, you know, I'm showing off at school, like, listen, man's going to Disneyland Florida, what are you telling me? Like, deuces, like, I'm cutting, like, I'll be back in 2 weeks, innit? Because my mom told me we're going to Disneyland Florida, and obviously when we go to Disneyland Florida, we're gonna have to have a stop. But I don't understand the whole stop bit, I never understood, but she said we're gonna have a stop. So cool, the day comes, or the day's coming, I'm packing, telling all my friends I'm going to Disneyland Florida. Like, obviously man's gonna stunt, I'll send you guys pictures on MSN. Who remembers MSN? Like, obviously I'll follow you guys on MSN if anything, innit? Like, there's Bieber there, like, I'll put pictures on Bieber, like, all these things that don't even exist no more. I'm excited, like, livid. I'm showing off to my big sister, like, I'm going to Disneyland Florida. Little did I know that she already even knew I was going to Uganda now. I was going to Uganda. Uganda. Like, my big sister even, she was in on the deal. They were all snakes, let me tell you that. So obviously the day comes, I remember I was packing everything. I was so excited. I can't explain it. I was so excited. And then obviously my dad dropped us to the airport. He's driving us to the airport. Obviously the whole time I'm going to the airport, I'm still excited. I'm thinking to myself, yay. And then obviously we get to the airport. Now again, I was only 14. Like, I'm not so aware. But them times there, I'm not gonna lie, my mum and dad brought me up in like a bubble. So it was like, I didn't even know how to read flights and all of that. Do you guys understand? So when we're in the airport and we're looking for times for the plane and that, it's not hitting me that they're actually looking for flights to Uganda. Like, you know, on the screen where it says the time of the departure and the gate number and all of that. It wasn't hitting me that my mum was actually looking for the one that says to Entebbe. Like, can you deep in my life? Like, I'm at the airport, I still believe I'm going Florida. Like, I'm still gassed, yeah. My mum's in front of me looking at the screen to flights, looking at our gate number to Entebbe. And I'm still there, gas teeth on top, imagination in full blast. Nah, I was actually stupid. I don't think people understand, like, and obviously now, cool, I'm still there being oblivious. Cool, we're going to the gate now. Like, obviously my mum's being nice to me. I don't even understand why she's being so nice to me. In the airport, anything I want, I'm gonna get it. Do you get it? Like, she's buying me the Mackie D, she's buying me, you know, like, the quick, you know, the WH Smith snacks. Them snacks be expensive in the airport. They be triple the price of the normal price, yeah. She's buying me all of that, buying me sunscreen. I'm thinking, yeah, this is a real bonding, like, me, you let all the other kids, like, it's me time type of thing. Like, little did I know I was going to the village. deep. So obviously we get to the gate again. I'm still there. Like, I was so oblivious. I can't explain the way I felt oblivious. I feel stupid now that I look back, but we're at the gate, we're boarding the flight, we get on the flight. So now this is when it starts to hit me that these people are not taking me to Florida. Like, Florida's a no-no. Like, that was all a dream. It was all a dream, like, you know, like, it was all a vision. Like, we get on the plane. And then when we first get on the plane, you know them people, them stewards that be standing there, them people that welcome you onto the plane. She was like to me, hello, welcome to the, because you know how it's kids first, children, mothers and kids first, or parents and kids first. So obviously we get on the plane now, man's still gas teeth on top. Obviously I packed all these summer clothes, reminiscing, thinking about, rah, this sun's gonna hit me, man's gonna see Minnie and Mouse, like, you get me, like. And then the woman's like, hello, welcome to Kenyan Airways airline. What do you mean? I actually don't understand. Like, what do you mean? Would you need help boarding your flights? So that was the first thing that kind of ran my boat. Like, Kenyan Airways, I swear Kenya's like next door to Uganda. Like, what are we talking about? Like, we meant to be going to America. Like, I meant to be hearing Virgin, to the British, to the freaking, you know? Like, why am I hearing Kenyan? So at first, obviously, I'm still acting calm. I'm still like, maybe, you know what, she couldn't get a flight on Virgin Airlines. Like, maybe we're gonna do the 122 stop. That was the stop. Like, we're gonna do a quick 1-2 stop. And then, you know, that would be the flight that takes us to, you know, Disneyland, Florida. You get me? So cool. Sit down, put my belt in. You know when they start to check everything and then they start talking, you know the person, that the two people that come in between the lanes, and they start talking about, you boarded your flight from London Gatwick to Entebbe, Uganda. What do you mean? Like, I looked at my mum like, raw, like, and she gave me the look like, try anything right now. Try me right now, you're gonna know I'm your mother. And I'm looking at her like, it was all a dream. Like, honestly, I looked at my mum here, but at the same time I was looking at her, remembering that this woman will kill me or on this plane. I'm not coming off. Like, I have to go to Uganda. Like, for 100% they're taking me to Uganda. And bearing in mind, yeah, for a long time prior to this whole taking me to Uganda thing, she'd been saying to me, I'm going to ship you there, I'm going to take you there, you go London, I'm going to take you to boarding school, they're going to remind you the black you are. Like, so cool. My mom's looking at me like, try anything. I'm looking at her like, did I just see Uganda? Like, fam, what's this? Like, tears are coming in my eyes. Like, I'm starting to have like a panic attack / fit on the like, mothers, I was actually having a panic attack on the plane, but where was I going? I was on the seat on the window. Like, where was I going? I couldn't do nothing. I already knew, and the plane was already starting to move while the people were there like like, I was there like, what can I do here? And obviously, that was the beginning of the shipment to Uganda. That was the beginning of cargoing me to Kampala. And when I tell you, yeah, the whole flight was dead. I felt broken. This, like, you know when you feel like someone has lied to you, like, lied to me, like, and it's my mom. And the thing is, yeah, now looking back, I'm not gonna lie, Uganda was one of my favorite experiences. Like, being shipped there, it was one of my best experiences in my childhood. But at the time, I just looked at her like, you lied to me, you've stolen me from England, you've taken me to the village. And to make it worse, when I got to Africa, it was deep. Like, when I say deep, like 6 hours away from town, bro. The school, the private school, bro, where you hear shoo shoo shoo, you know them areas where all you hear is shoo 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 in the night. Now, I was thinking, so you really just gonna come bring me from the English town and drop me? Guys, I actually believed I was going to Florida, bro. Like, and the next day I woke up, I was seeing orange soil, Kampala. And deep it, like, everything happened so quick. Like, we literally landed it the next day, within a week, not even a week, 3 days. I was in boarding school, suited and booted with my tinfoil case, like, fam. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the best experiences, yeah, but I genuinely don't understand. Like, looking back, I feel like my mum and dad overreacted, because even the guy that they thought I liked, like, even now, it was just a like. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, this is the thing about African parents, they love to overreact. And yeah, I understand they were trying to protect me, and I'm very grateful for the fact that, you know, they took their time to take their child away before, because loads of girls from my school did end up having kids while we was in school. So I'm very grateful to the fact that, you know, they did what they needed to experience. Though I just felt sad that, you know, my parents shipped me because they genuinely felt like I'd lost my virginity to this boy. Like, they didn't believe I just liked him, whereas I just liked him. I wasn't going to work on those feelings. I was never going to do anything with him. But I got shipped to Uganda for 1.5 years to 2 years, and I'm not gonna lie, like, again, it was the best experience. I was in a boarding school. If you go to Lugazi, you know. But obviously I came back here to do my year 11, and I was just thinking, what is this, like, the weather's a bit dead and that. But again, that's the story time. I don't want to go too much into it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have learnt some lessons in that, and I hope if you are an African parent and you're seeing this, or even a strict parent in general, like, listen, sometimes you need to get to know the ins and outs of a story before you react. Because I'm not gonna lie, as much as it was punishment to my parents, well, to me it was more so punishment to them, because when you go to Africa, the parents have to pay school fees, they have to pay for all of that, all the food that you're gonna be eating, whereas here you have like benefits and that. In Africa you pay. So it's like, as much as they believed it was a punishment to me, it was actually a punishment to themselves. I mean, there's things I learned in Africa that I'm gonna take with me forever, but at the same time, I don't look at it as if it was a punishment. It was actually the best time. In fact, I lived more than I probably could have lived possibly in high school, year 10 here. But yeah, again, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed my story time of I got shipped because my parents thought I wasn't a virgin. And don't forget to like, subscribe and follow. Don't forget to comment anything you'd like to see me do below. I'd actually like to see some comments, please, because I want to get to know you guys. Like, I want to get to start bonding with you guys. Like, the limited gang needs to start, you know, bonding sessions. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.